All these chairs are going to clear out, and then we've got the dance floor coming here.
A wedding normally marks the start of a new life together. But Fran and Dean know they don't have long.
The oncologist said, anything you want to do, I would do sooner rather than later.
2 years ago, she was diagnosed with bowel cancer at just 33 years old.
I remember walking outside of the hospital and looking around and seeing people laughing and going about their day and just finding it really weird that I felt like my world had just ended and everyone was being normal. And I just couldn't get my head around it at all. Just couldn't fathom it out.
You are now husband and wife.
Despite surgery and treatment, Fran's cancer is now life-threatening.
I knew I was going to marry Dean, come hell or high water. Cancer's not going to stop us having the day we've dreamt of.
She is one of a growing number of younger adults in the UK forced to confront the devastating reality of this disease. So I've come to find out about the groundbreaking research seeking answers.
Professor Berry and Rebecca, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
It is a race against time. We've seen since the 1990s a 20% increase in bowel cancer in people under 50 years of age, and it's increasing year on year.
Professor Berry is one of the lead scientists in a global study racing to find the causes of this worrying rise.
What do we already know can increase the risk of bowel cancer?
Alcohol intake, physical inactivity, smoking, dietary factors, and living with obesity.
And what about the potential risk factors that we know less about?
There's so much that we don't know. So there's exposures like environmental exposures, pollutants or microplastics, for example. And this is what's great about this research. We can go on a little bit of a hunting expedition.
With more young people being diagnosed with cancer, some campaigners warn that awareness lags behind the new reality, sometimes with disastrous consequences.
She was just always so lovely and easy and bright and curious.
Andrea's daughter Jess was 27, a satellite engineer who loved being outdoors, until she began to get unusual aches and pains.
She did approach her doctors on, I think in 5 months, on more than 20 occasions.
She was diagnosed with long COVID, but it didn't add up for her family.
We made a decision to seek a private referral, and a week later she was called into our local hospital, and in that hospital she was told she had secondary cancer in her lymph nodes. Her body was really riddled with cancer. She had it in her lungs and liver and her bones, and her spine just didn't ever leave the hospital. She was kept in the hospital until she died 3 weeks later. It's something I wouldn't want anybody else to go through. It's the most horrific thing.
They're now campaigning for changes so that GPs don't miss cancer in younger people. It'll come too late for Fran and many others, but the government promises its national cancer plan will transform diagnosis and treatment. Rebecca Barry, ITV News.